But it's a little bit uncomfortable, so sorry. Okay. Ooh, you're so smart.
Yes.
How are you?
Andrea here. Here.
The crown Philippines.
Andrea here. Thank you so much.
Hi, Andrea. Welcome here. First of all, we would just like to ask you, because you've been here for like almost 3 days now.
Yeah.
How has been the visit so far?
The visit so far has been amazing. Thank you so much, every single one of you, to come here, to put some time and effort. And everything was amazing. I've been having a lot of fun. You are so welcoming and charming. So thank you so much for receiving.
All right. I want to know because, well, I'm sure a lot of my colleagues here will be asking a lot of questions. But I want to start because one of the things that you've been busy since being Miss International, of course, Miss International Venezuela, was your project called I Dream I Can, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about it and how have you been, promoting the program further when you won the title last year?
Of course, thank you for your question. I've been working a lot on trying to teach other girls and teenagers skills about social communication, also self-esteem,
Yes.
and how to deal with the project of their lives. That's also what I was doing on I Dream I Can. Miss Venezuela organization helped me a lot of that. And also to create what I wanted to do with life. And I think when I was 5 years from now, before, I wasn't so sure of what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And giving the girls and the kids that tool or that opportunity to actually think, how can I do my dreams come true? It's a really powerful project. So that's what I'm doing also in my master classes in Venezuela, in Colombia, and also in the US. Trying to put like a path so they can achieve their dreams.
Right. The other thing I want to know, because I'm sure you've seen similarities and differences here in the Philippines and Venezuela, and one thing that kind of puts us together is our love for pageantry. The love, I'm sure you've been here for quite a while now. You know what it is.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Definitely, you have so much love for beauty pageants as we do.
Yeah.
We also have so many words that we're in common, and that's what I told the other group that I was surprised. We have guapo, hermosa, tenedor, cuchara, so many. So there's not the only thing that we have in common. Definitely, we have the good energy. You are, as I said to the other group too, you're not like quiet people. You're loud. You enter to a room and you are full of energy. You're not like, no. You're, hey, how are you? What's going on? Thank you. And you're really nice. So we have a lot of things in common that people have no idea we do have.
I want to know, because I'm sure you've been asked this several times, but nowadays being a title holder has a more responsibility. So for you, when you're asked how would you define the standards of beauty, particularly when we have some, younger girls looking up to title holders to you now?
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
What is your definition? When we talk about the standards of beauty, it has changed drastically. So I want to know from your take as a title holder, how do you explain or talk to younger children about, being themselves in a time when, social media is giving different types of beauty, or like you have to look prettier and all of that stuff?
Well, I would definitely say that stereotypes was never part of my standard of beauty. I would definitely be someone different that won Miss Venezuela title, and people were actually surprised when I won it because they expected Miss Venezuela to be a lot taller and bigger, longer legs, and that I don't know how to say porte, that like the walking that Miss Venezuela have. Sometimes people were like underestimating me because of that. And it's not just about your look. It's so much more than that. It's about what you have to give to the world. It's about your personality. It's about your intelligence. And I think beauty pageants are changing a lot, and we have to change the way we see it too.
Yes.
Hello, Andrea. And then you will be crowning the new Miss International Philippines. What advice would you give to the new?
For the new queen, I would definitely say just be yourself and try to enjoy this opportunity to be an ambassador of Japan. And also that she's gonna live the best experience of her life when they are in Japan. So work hard, be yourself, and be authentic. Maybe those are the tips.
So you said that you're gonna have the new queen is gonna have the best experience. So for you personally, what is your most favorite part of the experience?
Ooh, from the experience, like when I was in Japan, or of all?
In general.
Okay. Well, visiting all the countries always is a bless. It's a bless because I never thought I would. In being in Venezuela, like taking a flight to Filipinas, it's not that easy. They were 26 hours. There were a lot of skills. So definitely all these flights or all these travels and trips are the most amazing part of the experience.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yesterday, Andrea, you met the candidates.
Oh, yes.
Your experience with them?
I saw
Did
them.
somebody stand out?
Well, a lot of them. I saw them doing the opening. So I saw them dancing, giving hair, giving all the steps they had. And I had the opportunity to talk to them, and they are really excited. They are very anxious, and I put myself into their spot, and of course, it's like nerves that you don't know what is going to happen. But I just told them to have fun, to enjoy this once in a life experience. Thank you.
From Life Styles and Proud. So every year we have our Miss International. For you, as a Miss International 2023, what you makes different among the queens of Miss International?
My difference?
Yes.
I think we're all different from each other. We're different human beings. Starting from that, with different experiences, different families, different culture, and that's the most beautiful thing about it. I think and I believe that every single girl that won Miss International has been in a different experiences. Stephen, the last day, told me that one of them was a politic. What was it exactly?
She didn't win, but she's now the mayor.
Is the mayor of?
The big city, Mexico.
In Mexico, yeah. So although some girls don't win the crown, also have this huge opportunity. So it's really beautiful to see the careers evolve, and I think we're all so different from each other, and that's the most beautiful thing about it.
And what do you really like the most here in Manila, in the Philippines?
In Manila, I would definitely say the food is really good. I haven't met a lot of places because, as you understand, this is full work, and I can tell the hotel is beautiful, and all of the people that is right beside me, making me feel at home, making me feel really comfortable in trying to make this experience the best for me. So I'm really happy for that and blessed for that.
This event from the charity.
Oh, the charity was such a joy. We were in Operation Smile that treats cleft palate in kids, and it's really beautiful to see how they change lives. It's been part of the organization BDBD Philippines for a long time. So being there was such a joy, and to see all the volunteers that want to change that kids' lives was really impressive for me, because I didn't knew that cleft palate kids, that ones that suffer that, also have really difficulties to speak. So they also have a long process after the surgery to try to evolve their communication skills. So learning from all of that was really good, and to have the opportunity to be with the kids was amazing.
Thank you again, this is Leo of Life and Style.
Andrea.
Yes.
Wait up.
I'm 25 years old. I'm still growing. I still have a lot to learn. And when you actually put that mask out, they connect more to you, and it's been beautiful.
Andrea, again.
Oh.
What do you think is the biggest misconception with Miss International that you've heard?
Well, I've heard a lot, and well, for me, when they crowned me Miss Venezuela International, they were like, "No, Andrea is not gonna make it because she's too loudy, she's too short, she's have an extrovert personality," and definitely was not my case. Oh, Stephen, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It was not my case. What do you say today? I'm
Antithesis of all Miss International.
I'm the antithesis of all the Miss International, and I'm here to prove. No, I'm here to prove that every single girl, also, if they work hard, they can be Miss International too. It's not about stereotyping communications. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Again, especially in today's global context of diversity and inclusivity.
I think Miss International is in the more. Oh, what is that? Okay, in the most strongest place right now. I do believe that it has been a path that they are trying to keep their traditions and their roots so much that it's part of the privilege of being Miss International. It's gonna grow every single time more and more. And this year we have 74 candidates. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's gonna be huge. And every single time more countries are gonna put like their vision on Miss International, because it's a really beautiful movie.
I just before I turn over to the next one, I just want to ask something very fun, because being a title holder also for you on you is also putting a little bit of spotlight on your family. So how has your family kind of adjusted to the attention that for example, when you're in Venezuela, like people will just sometimes go up to you, and how have they adjusted to that little spotlight that they have?
No, they're really happy. I think it was harder at the beginning when I tried to do it in Miss Venezuela the first time I entered. It was harder because my mom was on social media, and they put comments on me, and she started getting nuts and oh my god, do look at these comments, and I was like, okay, family, stop. We're gonna have a conversation right now. So this is happening. People is gonna say horrible things about me. They're gonna talk about my look. They're gonna talk about I'm not doing things wrong, and you're not gonna listen. And if they say it and you know it, don't tell me, because you're gonna make my brain go crazy. There's so many comments, so many people saying whatever they want, and really no respect at all. So now they are like so much better than what it was at the beginning because they are learning. They are also learning from this experience, just like me. They're my family. They want the best for me too. So they get worried sometimes.
Yes.
But no, like they totally understand every single comment. They don't say anything to me. They understand that this is part of the profession. The negativity, like Shakira also received negativity. So like this is just a little bit of the part of getting like being a public figure.
Yeah.
So we're good. Thank you.
Yeah, without the crown before. And Andrea now, and what do you do for fun also?
Okay, well, Andrea before the crown had so many dreams in her head, and maybe she didn't knew how to handle all of those thoughts that wanted to have a career, that wanted to grow, that wanted to be famous, and those stuff. And also a girl that just wanted to do things the right way and wanted to earn from what she loved. Because for me, it's a privilege to earn money with your hobbies, something that you really enjoy doing. And that's why I'm so passionate about this career in the modeling, the beauty industry, because I really love working on it. Right now, Andrea is a girl, also 25 years old, that have overcome living alone in a country without her family, that has overcome really strong crises, and have been proving people that if you actually work for your dreams, you can make it. So that was probably me. I still have a lot of thoughts in my mind, still have a lot of dreams to come true, but also really good and hard worker and willing to work really hard to get what she wants.
Andrea, 10 years.
10 years. 10 years from now. Well, keep working on getting better. I think we never stop studying and trying to get better in what you do. Still with my social part, because I think that's part of who I am. When you if you take that away from me, it's not gonna be me anymore. That's what makes me happy. I love doing this. It's not like, oh, it must be so tough, all those trips, and I'm like, no, it's not tough. I love traveling. So you can ask Steven. I'm like, oh, what are we doing next? Hello, Steven, I'm ready. What are we doing? Yes, all trips. Because for me, it's fun. For me, it's growth. So in 10 years, probably having a family, still working on what I do, and keep teaching all the girls how to make their dreams come true.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrea, what do you want people to remember?
I would love for them to remember me as a woman who worked really hard, a woman who had nothing never comes easy to her. Like she really have to do her best to achieve that. And for someone who is very authentic, happy, because I'm a happy person, I have a lot of personality, and that makes me who I am, and someone that never changed her essence, maybe.
Okay, you've met your Miss International sisters. You've met Bea. You've met, of course, your co-sisters in Venezuela, Mariam and Eddie Mar. Of course, this is if there's a way to define it, because Venezuela has the most titles in Miss International. What have you learned from at least Eddie Mar and Mariam during the race that you're also applying to your reign right now?
A lot. I think that Elimar, Marie, Nina Cecilia, Daniela Di Giacomo, all of them have successful careers and all of them are still doing what they love. So for me, it's really important to like learn from them also before the beauty pageant and after the beauty pageant because I consider them my friends. They're my friends. They're always there to support me, and that shows that when we are together and when we help each other, we are really bigger because maybe they were like, oh, hi, can you give me some tips? And maybe they were like, no, I'm not going to give you some tips. Like, there are women that are actually like that, and they're not. They do things with their hearts, and they genuinely wanted to help me. For me, that's everything.
Andrea, hi. Content from the crowd.
You've met your Miss International sisters. You've met Bea. You've met, of course, your co-sisters in Venezuela, Mariam and Eddie Mar. Of course, this is like you know, if there's a way to define it, because Venezuela actually has the most titles in Miss International. What have you learned from at least Eddie Mar and Mariam during the reigns that you're also applying to your reign right now?
Ooh, a lot. I think that Elimar, Marie, Nina Cecilia, Daniela Di Giacomo, all of them have successful careers and all of them are still doing what they love. So for me, it's really important to like learn from them also before the beauty pageant and after the beauty pageant because I consider them my friends. They're my friends. They're always there to support me, and that shows that when we are together and when we help each other, we are really bigger because maybe they were like, oh, hi, can you give me some tips? And maybe they were like, no, I'm not going to give you some tips. Like, there are women that are actually like that, and they're not. They do things with their hearts, and they genuinely wanted to help me. For me, that's everything.
Andrea, hi. Content from the crowd.